Hello, all you Conan Exile fans out there. It's Granny Gamester here with another beginner's guide to Conan Exiles. Now I am playing on the PlayStation 4 single player. And in today's guide, we are going to talk about armor. Yeah, and how to choose the right armor for yourself and exactly how this armor system works in this game. So let's get right to it. Now I am in the garb that you find yourself in the very beginning of the game. So we're going to see what that equates to in our stats. So if we look on the right hand side, we have offense, defense, and movement. Now we're going to be concerned with defense. So if we look in that category under armor, we can see our total damage reduction is 0. We have absolutely no protection whatsoever. We have a heat resistance of 3 and a cold resistance of 3. Not much there at all. So let's go over to our feats and scroll over to armor. And as you can see, the first armor that we can make, if you can call it that, is Weaver. And you can handcraft this, and you do this as soon as you can in the game. And that is a tunic woven from fibrous plants, and it gives an armor value of 2, which doesn't allow for much. I think it gives you like a 1% damage reduction, which is pretty useless. You really don't get any protection until you get to level 10 and you get the armorer's bench and you can make yourself some armor. Now there is a way to get free armor very early in the game, and I did do a video on that, and I will leave a link to that at the end of this video so you can check that out. But armor is divided up into levels of 10. So your first set of armor at level 10 includes the armorer's bench. And armor is divided also into light, medium, and heavy armors within these levels of 10. So your first level has light, medium, and heavy, and each set of armor gets a little better as it goes on. So your light armor has an armor value of 11. The medium has an armor value of 47, and I'm looking at the chest piece. I usually go by the chest piece to see just how good an armor is going to be. And then we have the heavy pauldron at 112. Now these also take different materials to make. The light armor is the easiest to make. You only need hide for that. The medium armor, you're going to need iron and leather. And then the heavy pauldron, you're going to need iron and thick leather. And thick leather is a little harder to come by. Now, also in level 10, and they just did this not too long ago, they added this Bereshon set. Now, this is also a heavy set. And the reason they added this is because this gives you also a +5 in vitality. Now, what they do not tell you in this game or in this menu, either here or in the armorer's bench, is that these armors will give you buffs. Yeah, the Bereshon will give you a +5 in vitality, but the rest of these in the level 10 will give you a +5 in encumbrance. Yeah, now that's one of the biggest problems of this game, in my opinion. They should tell you before you make the armor what kind of buff you're getting. If you make the armor, it tells you. But if you don't, no, you don't know until after you've made it. And some of these are quite costly, so it's nice to know beforehand. Now, the way to get around that is there is a really wonderful wiki guide that tells you all the buffs, all the armor gives you. And I will give you a link to that in the description on this video. So check that out so you'll know what kind of armor you're looking for depending on the buff you want. So this is the level 10. Again, you get a +5 in encumbrance and the +5 in vitality. Then you can move down to the level 20, which is here. Now you'll see all these others here, but those are DLCs, so you won't see them in your game. But this is your next set. This is the Savage Armors at level 20, and the light set is the Defari. And the chest piece for that is a armor value of 14. And the medium is the Caboodjan Shaman. And then the heavy is the Hyperborean Slaver. And this chest piece gives you an armor value of 126. So as you go up in increments of levels of 10, so does the value of your armor, which is pretty nice. Um, the level 20 set will give you a +5 in strength. Yeah, pretty nice. And then the level 30 has the Shemite for the light armor, the Stygian for the medium, and then the heavy armor is the Hycranian, and that gives you a level, an armor value of 168. Yeah, which is again getting better the levels that you go up. And the level 30s will give you a +5 in accuracy. Yeah, all these armors. Then your next level set of levels is level 40. Now the light armor for this is the Veneer Settlers set. And then we have the Veneer Fur and then the Veneer Heavy set. And the heavy set in this will give you an armor value of 176. So again, it's going up. And the level 40 will give you a +5 in grit. And then the level 50, which is right here, will give you the light armor of the Zamorian Thief. The medium is the Aquilian set, and the chest piece for that is an armor value of 89. And then their best heavy is the Stygian, and that has a armor value of 168. Yeah, very nice. And the level 50s will give you a +5 in agility. So let's see what that means when we are looking at our character here. So we are going to go ahead and let's put on the best one that we can get at level 40 so you can see what to look forward to here. So we're going to pop this set on. It's very Egyptian looking. And let's put that on and put that on. And do we have it all? No, we are missing this piece. Okay, we'll put that on. Now we're going to go over to our stats. And we're going to look down on defense. And now you can see our total damage reduction is 66%. Yeah, pretty good protection there. And our heat resistance is up to 5. So it does protect you from the heat. Yeah, very, very nice. And that's another thing about some of these armors, that they will protect you from the cold as well. So let's go back. And if we put on, let's say the very beginning, you really like this set, this Bereshon set. So let's go ahead and put that on and see what that looks like. And let's see, is that our boots? Yes, that's our boots. And then we just need this. All right, so let's go over and look at our stats for this. Now, as you can see, the defense for this is 56%. Not bad, and you can make this as soon as you can make thick leather. Yeah, and of course you have the encumbrance to wear this heavy of an armor. But there also is a way to get around that, and I did that with this armor. This is the heavy Pauldron, and as you can see, it's kind of pink in the background, and that's because I have upgraded this armor. And what I did in the Tinker's Bench is use the paring down, which lightens the weight of this armor. And I did do a video on that, and I will also leave a link to that at the end of this video so you can take a look at how to do this. That means you can wear heavy armor even though you don't have the encumbrance to wear it. That's a great way of getting around that one. So let's go ahead and check our stats for that. And as you can see in defense, it gives us a total damage reduction of 56%, the same as the Bereshon Heavy. Yeah. So that's how that works. Now we want to take a look at our attributes here. Now I am a level 60. And as you can see, at level 60, you get a total of 390 attribute points to spend. Now you gain these when you level up. So at level 60, that's your max. Now the problem with this is that our first set of attributes here, strength, if I want to max this out, this is going to cost me 275 of those 390 attribute points to max that out. Yeah, that's not going to leave me much for the rest of these attributes. So you have to pick and choose what strengths you want your character to have and attributes, right? If you're an archer, you're going to be more interested in accuracy. If you are a dagger person, you're going to want to be agile. And if you just want to harvest and build, you're going to want encumbrance, etc., etc. So let's say you are going to spend, and as you can see, the cost of these attributes goes up as you go along. If you look on the right-hand side here, the strength, you can see it's costing me 4 attribute points now to go to the next one. And when I get to there, I've got 19. And these are set up so that you spend 10 points for each perk, I want to call it. So this first perk was Thuggery. So that took 10 points to get to. To get to the second one, Salting the Wound, I'm going to need 20 because it's set up in increments of 10. So as you can see, I have 19. Now to get Salting the Wound, I'm going to need one more strength point. And I just am out of attribute points. I don't have any more to do that with. So this is where your armor is going to come in handy. So I am going to put on a piece of armor that is going to give me a plus in strength. And that armor was the Dafari. So we're going to put on this Dafari chest piece here. And then we're going to go back to our attributes and voila. Now I have 19 plus 1. So that's going to give me the 20 that I need to get to my next perk, which is Salting the Wound. That's how you use your armor to your advantage when it comes to attributes. And of course, in encumbrance here, that has gone down because I took that one piece of armor off and replaced it with a strength one. So now I only have plus 4 in my encumbrance, right? So that's how that works also. You need to have all the pieces of armor on to get the plus 5. Each one gives you a plus 1 in that attribute. So if I wanted to put on the combustion, let's see what that's going to give me a strength. Let me see. Let's do I have a piece of, well, we can do an agility. Let's put this on. All right, so now in our attributes, yeah, we've got the 1 point in agility, plus 1. Yeah. So, yeah, it's clever. It's very clever. And your armor might look a little funny sometimes, but there's a purpose for why you're switching your armor around that. Yeah. Especially to get these perks that you're looking for when you don't have enough agility points. Yeah, so that's how that works. And again, we'll put our armor back on here so we don't look quite so different. Yeah, so that's how that all works, guys. It's pretty easy once you understand how this game has set it up for you. And yeah, it's pretty great. So yeah, if you liked, give me that big old like. And if you'd like to see more, just subscribe. And if you hit the little bell, you'll be notified when I post my next video. Well, all right, guys, thanks so much for watching. And until next time, GG out.